So, with today being August 10th, 2017, it means that I've been on this cancer journey for 8 months because I was diagnosed on January 10th. The night before, I taught my leadership students at the university and had a great class, not realizing that the following night I'd be lying in a hospital with a cancer diagnosis, something that has been in my body for years. And funny enough, every doctor who initially saw me, the first thing they asked was, "Where are you from?" Because, as it turns out, this particular cancer, they have found that it originates in the Caribbean and Japanese region. That's how rare it is, which means it has always been in the body and it took years before it manifested itself. I don't necessarily want to talk about the 8 months. I don't necessarily want to talk about what it has been like because if you've been following my journey, you've kind of seen because I've shared some raw things. I've shared vulnerable moments, and people have asked me, "Shannon, how have you gotten through it? How have you been able to go through it?" And perhaps in another post, I will share specifics as to how I've gone through it. But what it has made me realize is that sometimes we can pick up things from the very regions and the locations and the places that we are connected to without even realizing. I had no idea that this thing was in my system all along. Just like it's possible that there are things in your system right now, and I'm not necessarily talking about illnesses, but I'm talking about the things that corrupt character and personality and our idiosyncrasies because of our connections, because of our spheres of influence, because of the places that we choose to connect with and be a part of. What are the things that you are possibly dealing with, or it's about to derail you or destroy your life because you have no idea that it is there? What about that arrogance that you pretend not to be aware of? What about that pride? What about that insecurity and that low self-esteem? What about those things that you have inside that are getting ready to rear its ugly head and cause major problems in your life and on your job and in your family and in your church and in your community? This post is an appeal to say that there are things that are probably in your life, in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul, in your heart that requires immediate attention because it is growing. And it's growing and it's going to manifest in ways that's gonna cause huge problems. Many times we blame things on the devil when the truth of the matter is it's the devil in us. It's the enemy in us. It is the decisions that we have made or the stubbornness that we choose to hold on to and the hard-headedness that we choose to not let go of that is about to cause major damage in our lives and in the lives of our loved ones. I did not know that this thing was getting ready to manifest in my body because, as my doctor says, you're asymptomatic. If I didn't have bronchitis and end up going to the emergency room, I probably would not have known that this thing was in my body. But my friends, what signs have you been seeing in your own actions and attitudes that are indicators and alerts that something is brewing on the inside, that something is lying beneath that could cause major harm to yourself and to others? Many times we are unwilling to look at ourselves. Many times we are unwilling to face the person in the mirror and call ourselves out and say, it's not them. It's not mommy. It's not daddy. It's not the system. It's not because I think they are plotting against me. It's me. I beg you, call yourself out. Do self-evaluation and self-introspection and be very honest and very real and very vulnerable because there are things within all of us that requires attention that if we are not careful, it's about to cause major mayhem in our lives. If you're a Christian, do like what David did. David was never perfect. David was a mess. But David had a heart after God, and God loved him and respected him for that because David was willing to call himself out and be repentant. Christians, I beg of you, I beseech of you, look within. Identify what those things are. Call ourselves out and present ourselves to God to fix what's on the inside before it blows up on the outside and cause major catastrophe. Lives could be at stake. Your future could be at stake. Your destiny could be at stake. So this cancer patient in the process of recovery is begging you, just as I am dealing with my cancer, deal with the cancer on the inside of you, because you've got stuff there that requires attention and requires the Holy Spirit. So that's my appeal to you. That's my appeal to you. What are you connected to? Where are you connected to that you're picking up stuff and things are infiltrating that's messing you up and you have no idea? Have no idea. Or perhaps you do, but you're unwilling to be honest and real with yourself. Be honest and real with yourself. It's time. You don't know how many days or weeks or years you have left. Not all of us are privy to that kind. In fact, none of us know. None of us know. I have a friend who didn't even have 2 months. Got a diagnosis and was out of here and went home in no time. You don't know when your day will come. You don't know when your situation is going to change. So I beg you, I beseech you, fix what's on the inside. Take care of what's on the inside so that if your time comes, you will be ready and you will not be the one to instigate or to cause major catastrophe in the lives of others and in your own life. That's all I got for today. I just had to share from my heart as I go through, and I share honestly and openly so that you will be provoked to take action and God will do his work in your life and in mine. God bless you.